forced to work, 'cause I am not around. Please try to understand, it was over way before Thailand, but we both refused to admit it. I see through all your antics and all of your northern frantics. We used to listen to Smooth while we were stuck on the 62. We were on our way back home to Vicarage Road. What are you doing when you're staying after work? And you say you're on your own. What are you doing when you say you're staying late? And you can't answer your phone. What are you doing when you're staying after work? And you say you're on your own. What are you doing when you say you're staying late? And you can't answer your phone. Now I know what you're doing when you're staying after work, 'cause I know you're not on your own. Why don't you try to admit it? Go with the flow, let your vanity fill you. You gotta go and do what you would kill to. You got the look, a crook to con the viewer. You got a hook on something more obscure. Yeah, I wanna be to be my beyond control. Oh, what's a burden wearing a suit when you could dress to the nines in your dressing boots? Oh yeah. Your ego is dangerous. Have been unlustrous. Can't be what you are. On top of socials are.
Let's go. Hello. Oh, we're a bit white at the top on that. Oh, that's because of that. So how have you been? We had an amazing evening on Wednesday. Just to play to a crowd and get their physical reactions was just. We went home very happy. Let's put it that way. We've got a few tables left for Wednesday. If any of you want to join us at the station in Hull, various buses stop right outside and the train station's right outside. So if you want to come along, it's fine.
Yeah, and to get bookings for that, it's inquiries all to qabookings@yahoo.com. That's just so if you send us any payments, we know exactly what you're paying for. If you do miss the reference numbers on and things like that.
Yes. So we've literally created a new email address just to control all our bookings that we get in. And yes, Bertie, I have had a haircut. I got an invite to go and see Hannah White in a gig on tomorrow night. So That's the beauty of actually when you go to grassroots gigs, you get to chat to the actual band members and become friends with band members. So yeah, she's invited me up and I'm sitting on their table. So that's quite nice.
We've got hello to Susan and Marky in Somerset from Sandra and Leah in Cambridgeshire. Lovely, that's from Sandra Bradshaw.
Well, I like that. That's the whole point of us doing this, is to connect people together. We love it when that happens.
Any shout outs you want with real people, we'll
yeah, real people.
shout
And this shirt basically is my coolest shirt that I've got. It is so hot. So this is, even though we've had the noisy thing in the corner going, it's still so hot. I know it's got a bit of green piping on it, so as you can see certain bits disappear. But it's made of bamboo and it's really, really cool. I haven't worn it before because it has that green piping on it, but I thought it doesn't matter tonight. I'm too warm.
Paul Marriott says, evening all, the boaters are back indoors after Wednesday's journey out. Thank you for joining us, Paul.
We had a lot of laugh and I took the mick out of Mrs. Boulter something rotten. And when then she went to beat me up as she normally does, I turned around and said, COVID, you can't come that close. It's much to the delight of the grandson. Jax, yes, we're on the fizz. Pauline and Michael, our neighbours. Hi to you if you're watching, by the way. Basically dropped round a couple of bottles for us to say thank you. We basically looked after them a bit, and it was just to say thank you, which was really generous on their part.
Yeah, one benefit that's come out of lockdown is people are a lot closer to their neighbours, it seems. A protein shake, no, it's a caffeine drink. Oh, Lee is pronounced Lee, sorry.
I knew that.
So you knew that was pronounced that way, did you? Oh, makes a change. Sorry, Sandra.
Can we scroll up a little bit? I can't see his name. What's that? Creature, Brighton band. Really good lads. Yes, Paul, it was really good to be back. I think you could tell by the smiles on our faces.
Look, you can see Mark smile most of the time because he's wearing a mask, but...
Yeah, most of the time on that night I was.
Mr. and Mrs. Boulter are here.
Sorry, Mrs. Boulter. I was rather naughty with my comments.
Good evening, Roy from Kernow, checking in again. Looking forward to another good quiz. Roy, are you a fan of musicals? Were you one of those that voted for musicals on Monday?
We've not made it too hard.
No, like if you played our sci-fi fantasy round, a lot of you were nervous about that one, and you did quite well considering it's not your specialist subject. So I think we've done the same tonight. Enough fun for those who love musicals, and easy enough for those who don't have any idea.
Yeah.
If you can hear extra talking, it's our neighbours who are enjoying a nice Friday evening in the garden, which I don't blame you.
No. Hello, Bev. Good to see you back. Curtis made a sofa out of those picnic freezer blocks, even.
We have 2 minutes to go to start the intro. We've got a few more teams in. From Charlie in Lockdown Factory as per. We've got Jones stuck in Navarro. All teams.
Someone playing tonight. Can't see it though.
Doesn't look like it. Good evening, Joan from Nosky Servants. And Roy does quite like musicals, and that's good.
Yes.
Hope you enjoy them. How are you all surviving the heat?
It's really warm in here.
Well, yeah.
Because we've got lights shining on us to keep us bright. And
we have the monitors, and then we have my PC next to me, and then everything's reflected from the green screen, so all the heat's getting in here.
bounce back straight at us.
Do you get points for saying the spreadsheet says 70? Does it? No, dear. No bonus points for that one, unfortunately, but I will change it very quickly. Thank you.
I'm sitting on the marble thing, but it's actually more sore just sitting on that. That's better.
Gremlins are safely locked away tonight, Sue, we're hoping.
We're hoping so, yes. After last week's fiasco.
Fiasco, indeed.
Poor boy wanted to sit in the corner and cry.
I was about done with it.
Oh, we get more right joining us. It's good. We can see on the score sheet. And for those of you who keep quiet normally, drop us a message. We'll say hi to you.
If you want to.
If you want, yeah, you don't have to.
But more rain than sun in Taunton. There wasn't a cloud in the sky all day until about maybe 2 hours ago, and then even then it was wispy clouds.
Excuse me. The clouds we've had in Brighton is the huge number of tourists that keep camping down on the beach and just being stupid. And on the certain Brighton pages, there's pictures of fights and on the drinks places in town.
Michelle says, hello, thankfully it's Friday, mega hot though. We've had the aircon on and it has made absolutely no. As soon as the aircon goes off, the room just heats back up again.
It was something we bought about 10 years ago, wasn't it? It's lasted. It's something we're so happy for.
Yeah, you get it and you think to yourself, well, I might only have to use it this year and put it back in storage. We've used it every year, probably twice a year. Drop the message, I'm referring to you as someone in no time. Somebody says. Hi Barry, we're just about coping. During the breaks, we might pop off, just let the aircon cool the room down for a second and let the music play. Fiona, I think you might get a few of these musicals questions. I'm not an overly huge fan of these questions.
And you did alright. I selected them and you did alright, didn't you?
Yeah, I think I did okay. And a couple of questions I put in because the ones that I knew were quite recent.
Yeah, and there's one tricky one I reckon, which I think Wilma's will get.
Yeah, Wilmerless Wonders.
Wilmerless Wonders. What's Bill up to? Where's he sodding off to on Fridays?
Yeah, Mary, unfortunately, wherever you're watching it from, you can never get everything fully in sync. Best thing to do is use your phone or your iPad to talk on the chat and watch the YouTube, as that's the best one to watch. If you want to keep it as close to live as possible. YouTube is the best to watch.
Whichever one's the slowest one, if you drop out of that and come back in again, you sometimes come further up the stream.
Sarah says she's trying to watch while she's at work, but she's got no sound. Hello, Sarah. There you go. Right, I don't know what we're doing. We're way late.
Yeah. You're too busy yapping.
Just talking to people. Right.
But that's nice.
Indeed. Right then, let's get on with the intro.
So, just to give you a sense of what happened on Wednesday, that's a few of the pictures.
I'll pop us out because you can see us there. There you are.
So there's the boaters in the top left who actually came first.
Indeed. Good evening, Ryan. Yeah, so if you can see there on the screen as well, everyone is fairly distant as well there. We were down numbers, but I think people made it up with just how excited they were, really.
Yeah.
Because obviously due to the restrictions with distance, we would be really careful with tables. We tried to make sure everyone was in a nice, comfortable position, and so you're all around with each other in the teams and stuff. So.
And the girls in the middle and right in front of the screen in two teams were the Porn Star Smartinis, who comment a lot on Mondays. I don't know if you're in, girls. Evening, Ryan.
Right, let's get on with the intro.
To play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Smashing the glass and then a stupid argument. Something they said and because he didn't like it. Even though that he hardly even knows you. Doesn't care cause he's barely even sober.
Hello. Thanks again to Rats. On Wednesday, that music came on right at the end after most people had left. The Pawn Star Martinis were still in the room and decided to sing and dance to that one. Rats have actually put that up on the... I did record it, and Rats have actually put it up on their page with Pawn Star Martinis dancing away. So...
Yeah, quite an eclectic mix tonight. Right.
Just general comment. If you have got money coming in, please give us the £2 entry money per person. It does make a big difference, and it does mean that we will continue doing the Fridays.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm getting another chest infection. It's a bit
brilliant. Hi guys, my sister Andrea is down from Harrow, and now my tiny house is actually bursting at the seams. Well, good stuff.
Yes.
Have added your points for round 3 already, have you, Bertie? 0.
You don't know.
We'll see. Okay.
Round 1, as usual.
It's...
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Should we put this on the screen?
Maybe.
There you go. What am I doing?
You are doing evens.
Okay.
All right, so here we go then. No specialist subject for this one, it's just a nice general knowledge multiple choice. Number 1, in British currency slang, how much is a lady worth? So in British currency slang, how much is a lady worth? Is it £5, £10, £20, or £25? Now, no new nicknames tonight, unfortunately. I was just getting everything set up, so I was making sure I got all the basics sorted before I started messing around.
Yeah, after last Friday, we didn't want to change much.
Yeah, we're not messing around with that one.
Question 2. Which alloy is principally made from copper and tin? Is it gallium, brass, pewter, or is it bronze? Copper and tin.
All we're saying is it's British currency slang, nothing more, nothing less.
Paul Merritt's saying transport. Let's hope it's water based. If it's Zachary, he'd want it to be air based, wouldn't he?
Oh, this one's going to be a link to round 3. This one.
Musicals is round 3. But question 3.
Number 3. What name is given to the front curtains in a theatre? So, what name is given to the front curtains in a theatre? Is it Tibs, Tabs, Turbs, or Torbs? So Tib, Tab, Turb, or Tob. That links to nicely to round number 3, which is all based on musicals.
Yeah, but that's just theatre, rather than just musical theatre.
That's still a link.
It's a question, it's not a link.
It's still linked.
It's a question.
Look, if you carry on, I will not be pouring you any more drink. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about being gifted booze makes it taste so much nicer. Being gifted booze is so much nicer.
It really is. It's actually quite surprising that if someone gives you a drink, buys you a drink, it is always much nicer.
Or if someone makes you a tea out of the blue, you don't ask for it and they just make it. It always tastes nice.
I do that a lot. I never get it back though.
Moving on. We are being quite slow tonight.
Question 4. Okay, question 4.
Apologies, guys.
Tan Hill is at 1,734 foot, the highest pub in England. But in which county is it? The Tan Hill, is it in Kent, Northumberland, North Yorkshire, or is it in Lincolnshire? The highest pub in England, which county?
We don't have to close our windows in a minute. Our neighbours are enjoying themselves a little bit too much. So the Tan Hill. Kent, Northumberland, North Yorkshire, or Lincolnshire. Moving on, number 6. Number 6. The Botanist, Monkey 47 and Ophir are all brands of which spirit?
Oh, you jumped one. It's question 5.
What's that?
It's gone wrong.
Oh, we have. We've got two of the same.
sixes.
Two of the same numbers.
Let's put the question up first.
Yeah, there we go. As you saw a minute ago. Right, we'll go for that one first. So ignore what I just said and look what's on the screen. And we've done a thing there where basically we have the numbers sometimes listed wrong on the sheet, so we've put the wrong number there. So number 5, on an underground map, what colour is the Waterloo and City line? So on an underground map, what colour is the Waterloo and City line? Is it green? Is it turquoise? Is it grey? Or is it maroon? Yep, we've already got the gremlins. Don't worry, Bertie. It's fine. That's the first one, and we're going to stamp it out, and it'll be gone forever. It's fine.
Chance it'd be a fine thing.
I'm hoping so. So yeah, you've already know what's going to come next. So this is what number 5 is for now.
Oh, incidentally, for those of you who saw on Monday, when we actually got blocked because of we were playing something illegally, it was the globe that we had, which was a stock item that we'd bought, and a Bangladeshi TV company was claiming that they owned it.
When in fact, they probably got it from the same stock merchant that we got it from.
Which was rather bizarre. But that's why we had so much problem at the time.
Yeah, we were actually blocked live on air rather than retroactively, which is what normally happens. We play music and then a publisher blocks it because they think they own the music. And that happens afterwards, but for some reason it happens live on air.
Question 6.
You know what's coming up?
The Botanist, Monkey 47 and Ophir are all brands of which spirit? Gin, bourbon, brandy, or vodka?
I think it's pronounced bourbon.
I don't drink bourbon biscuits. I don't eat bourbon biscuits. It's true.
Yeah, it was a Bangladeshi TV company, news company, thought they owned the rights to a globe spinning.
It was kind of all around the world round, and we just basically used the stock item that we'd previously purchased.
I think it's just a way for them to try and claim all the advertising revenue that we could potentially get from this, which is a very dirty practice indeed, which happens a lot more than you might think online. Okay, moving on, number 7. Which country is the #1 producer of tea? Mark's favourite. So which country is the #1 producer of tea?
Soapbox time.
Is it A, India, B, Sri Lanka, C, Kenya, or D, China? What did you say about soapbox time?
You were on your soapbox.
No, I wasn't. Just defending my drink of choice.
No, not that, but the royalties and things that they keep.
Oh, right, yeah, no. Well, I'm not going to get into that.
Thank God.
It's one of those things that no one really cares about.
Question 8. Oh, this is a good one. Easter Island. In which ocean is it? Is it the Atlantic, the Indian, the Pacific, or Southern? Which one? I can't cool down a bit now. I'll have my tea now. Oh, they were playing our quiz then.
They'd be really wrong, wouldn't they? Because Madagascar's not even mentioned. Alright, moving on. Question number 9. Second to last, number 9. Number 9. What is the surface of the tennis courts at Roland Garros in Paris? So what is the surface of tennis courts at Roland Garros in Paris? Are they clay? Are they grass? Are they asphalt? Or are they hard acrylic? I'm going to have to close our windows.
Are you hearing that in the background? And finally, question 10. What is the total numbers... Sorry, what is the total of the numbers on a clock face? Is it 66, 78, 84, or 96? I shouldn't be getting beeps because I've got my sound off.
We've been through this. Oh, good.
John says, nice question. She's a tennis coach.
I probably played tennis 5 times in my life. I did enjoy it though.
I used to play it when I was younger. Badly.
It'd be weird if you played it when you were older.
This is what I have to put up with.
But they love it. Right.
Let's go through to the recap.
Through to the recap, and we're going to pop out for just a second so we can get our room nice and cool, and you won't hear the fan. Because it is getting very, very hot in here. Okay, there is no song of the week in between the rounds this week. We're just going to be playing from our lovely playlist once again.
Who are you choosing?
I'm going to put on KLU. There we go. All right.
A bit of Drusilla for you.
All it really has done is cool my feet down, unfortunately, because the green screen's in the way of the aircon. It helped a little bit, I guess.
Thank you to that person who did a donation while we were off. We saw that come in. Thank you very much. Shall I do the answers to this one when it comes up? Or do you want to do it?
Yeah, okay.
So if I do 1 and 3. Everyone's gone quiet. They're not talking to us.
I think they're all thinking.
Or someone won't be thinking, will they? Someone.
That could be anyone.
It could be someone.
Dear me, that's a terrible joke.
I don't get it again.
Joan says she's a tennis coach. So Julie says she's a badminton boss. Mute your bloody phone.
It's muted. Look, can't go any lower.
Do you not disturb?
Let's see what it is first.
The unprofessionalism knows no bounds.
It was your mother. Blame your mother.
We often do.
I'm doing not disturb.
So while we're here in the chat, guys, just something to talk about. Anything you want to see on Monday, particularly? You may or may not be able to do it.
There's one round I want to do, which is what we talked about before.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do that one. 22 degrees, it's a lot more than that down here.
30 from Brighton, so it should be the same. Heat as we. Heat as we. Flags. Should never have asked you that, really.
Under is actually more controversial than flags. But there will be under on Wednesday because it's going to be virtual, but the money pot will return on the live quiz on Wednesday. We've got all that set up.
Alright, that's as much a recap as we need for that one, to be honest.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah. Let's do the recap. I'll do the answers to this one now.
Okie dokie.
Excuse me. It's not a dry cough, by the way. Right.
And here we go.
So, question number 1.
You actually want the 1 to 10 round, people. I don't believe this. There we go. Okay.
Question 1. A lady is worth not 20, not 10. It's 5. It's Lady Godiva, a fiver. The alloy that's made from copper and tin.
McGallion's not even a real thing, so.
I think I made that up.
Yeah.
It is bronze, from the Bronze Age. The front curtains in a theatre are not taubs or turbs, they are tabs. Tan Hill Inn is in. The Tan Hill Inn is in North Yorkshire.
Mm.
On an underground map, the Waterloo and City line is not grey or green. It is turquoise.
That is officially the name of it, turquoise.
Is it? Those 3 are all brands of.
Not Bourbon.
Shut it, you.
It is, of course, gin.
Can you kindly look away while I hit him, please?
Mm.
The number 1 producer of tea. I would have put it between 2, and I'm not sure whether I'd get it right. So let's have a look. Well, that was one I'd get rid of. Oh, that was the one I didn't get rid of. It is China. I thought it might be India. Next sheet. Easter Island is in the Pacific Ocean. Again, I'd have gone for Indian with that one, but there you go. Roland Garros, the surface is clay.
I have no idea.
I think I made asphalt up when I did that one.
Can you get asphalt?
No, I don't think there is.
Not officially. Well, I mean, you get it in like.
Yeah, but on the Grand Slam
Yeah,
tournaments.
not on the highbrow stuff.
The top numbers on a clock face. Normally, you just get 30 seconds to come up with your answer for this. But it's of course 78. So that's your 10 of that.
Oh, I just got Bertie's joke. Took an age to answer that. A Bronze Age.
That wasn't a joke. That was poor. Okay, round number 2 is.
It is transport. I don't know why I made that video. It doesn't really work with transport. I'm going to change that next time.
What am I doing?
You're doing Yvonne's.
Okay.
Here we go. All to do with transport. Oh, let's look at scores as well. Yes, 16 out of 20 for the 3 amigos in Bognor.
Well, good score.
That's it for scores. 18 for Paul. There we go.
Okay, question 1.
All right.
Off you go.
Number 1. What is the simplest form of bridge with support at either end? Is it an arch, a beam, or suspension bridge? Ooh, 18 for Paul and 20 for Bev. Bev's Brainiacs.
Living up to their name.
I think you weren't here on Monday, and people were commenting where you were.
I was here.
Not you.
Please, sir, can I have a top up?
Your question first.
Got to do my question first. 2. Which car manufacturer makes the Shogun Pinion?
Oh, we've done it again.
It's gone wrong again. Sorry, number 2. Let's change that to 3. Number 2. In which New York borough is JFK Airport?
We're going to have to look at our text each time, I think.
In which New York borough is JFK Airport? You've just got a little bit of advance notice on number 3.
Yeah, did that on purpose.
And it's getting really warm in here.
It is. Bev says, sorry we were busy Monday taking a shed down. Would rather be doing a quiz. Yeah. Of all the things I'd rather not be doing is taking a shed. That being said, I actually helped put up a shed for my girlfriend as well. And at her house. But making a big shed for some other storage and making a small shed for a little sister's toys. So we're making 2 sheds in the boiling hot sun. It's not been fun.
You are travelling tonight. Isn't it?
Number 3, if you didn't get it already. Which car manufacturer makes the Shogun Pinion? Which car manufacturer makes the Shogun Pinion?
Do the wheels fall off if you don't have the pin in?
I'll stick a pin in you in a minute.
See? Violence is what I get.
You just told me I'm prattling on too much, and now, yes, the threat of violence is very real.
Sharon, you didn't bring him up this way.
Ooh.
What?
Next question's quite a good one, I think.
We're on 4.
Yes.
Okay. Percy Shaw, who became Sir Percy Shaw, famously invented which safety feature? And he became Sir Percy because of this safety feature.
Sue Lawrence says play nice.
You get bored, Sue, if we played nice.
Yeah. We're not friends, we're family.
Tell me about it.
Too much geography tonight.
Is there?
JFK Airport.
Well, transport is... Other than asking you the insides of a car and how a diesel engine works, it's sort of... Alright. This next one.
You're not going to like this, are you, Mary? Number 5. In which town or city is Britain's National Railway Museum? So which town or city is Britain's National Railway Museum? And if you're a train spotter or gricer, you should get that like that.
Or alternatively, if you were watching Antiques Roadshow yesterday on one of the minor channels, you'd know because that was on there. I'd happen to watch it. It just happened to be on. Question 6. Oh, this is a good one. You've got 3 options on this one as well. What was the name of Quint's fishing boat in the movie Jaws? Was it Ghost, Bay Queen, or Orca?
Mary, I actually maybe know this one, or not.
Bertie, it's definitely not what you think it is then.
For the sake of everybody, it's not what you think it is. Even if you're right, you're wrong.
Super enough said. I quite like that.
Well, if you are a fan of Bertie's quick quips and comments, then we've got something in the works that might be quite fun. We'll see how it goes down the line. No more explanations, but
yes, we'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Let's go to 7.
Yep, number 7. We've got another one on inventions. But again, it's all to do with transport. So number 7, in 1961, Dave Warren developed what invention which is integral to all commercial flights? And I just love the idea of an inventor being called Dave. It just makes me laugh. You know, you got like Sir Percy Shaw or, you know, Sir Isaac Newton invented the cat flap, funnily enough. But then you've got like Dave Warren, just Dave. Our mate Dave invented that. Love it. Oh, you remember the quint from another week's question? Yes, Sarah, we did that entirely on purpose. Yeah, Bertie says it involves stocks and ultimatum. Yeah, you'd be put away for less back then.
Question number 8. The background that you can see is of Spaghetti Junction.
Is it?
Yes. But on which motorway would you find Spaghetti Junction? Technically there are 2 and we'll accept either of them.
Yeah.
But there is one main one. But technically there are 2.
Get rid of that. It's just distracting me. We'll go back to our old names.
Question number 9.
Number 9. Another one we've got multiple choice. I like this one. Number 9. A howdah is used in transporting people by what animal? Is it dog, elephant, cow, or dolphin?
I want to tell a joke about this, but you keep telling me I can't.
If we're not allowing Bertie to do it, you can't either.
You tell me if I can do the joke when we come to the answers. And we've got another invention coming up for question 10. Christopher Cockerell invented what form of transport? I think this is fairly well known.
Yeah. Wasn't he quite eccentric as well?
I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that he invented this kind of transport.
Who's the guy who did the C5? Sinclair, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was called the Sinclair for C5. He was terrible at transport, but great with computers. I had 2 of his. I had the 81 and the Spectrum.
Oh, God. How da do that? From Christopher Charlie Grant. And then Sir Christopher underneath. Chris Cock, great lad. Yeah. Alright, so that's your 10. That is your 10. Yeah, it was Sir Clive Sinclair, that was it. Yeah, you're right. He was just Surrey. All these eccentric inventors end up getting knighthoods. Okay.
That's better than the ones that are getting the knighthoods at the moment.
Yeah.
Political though, sorry.
Yeah, nepotism in the government. You love to see it. Okay, right. Let's get on with that recap and pop our lovely playlist back on.
Can I go with... scroll it down. Let's go with Adalia and Chemical Hearts.
Let's do it.
Let's put the recap. And we're going to go off for a little chill for a second.
Just to get our...
And we're back.
Just a quick sojourn into the
Oh,
cool,
it's alright, a t-shirt like that, isn't it?
yeah, into the cool air. It's just too much. It's very, very hot.
Drinking tons of water too.
I am as well. Water mixed with grape.
Oh, a bit of Varnum. Well, we've done one song. Shall we carry on?
Indeed. Not an overly hard round, I don't think. Everyone's okay with moving on now. I don't know if we feel like we've gone a bit too fast after having a slow start. So if we do get a bit too quick for you guys, do let us know. It's not our intention. So make sure that you all finish at a nice even time. Okay.
Someone will be 11, not 10.
Eccentric is many things to many people. That's all I'm saying.
Is that a question? No, this is your answers.
These are mine.
I'm going to do my joke then.
Alright, so 2 points for all these. Turn the music up as well. So number 1, the simplest form of bridge with support at either end is an arch, beam or suspension. It is a beam. Beam bridge.
Not Bembridge.
No.
That's a place.
Yes. Number 2, which New York borough is JFK Airport? It's the only borough that's mainly on the mainland. It is Queens.
Can't use that question now you said that.
It's already in the database. It's fine. Which kind of mean, yeah. Number 3, which car manufacturer makes the Shogun Pinin? With a name like Shogun, you knew it have to be something far recent. It is Mitsubishi. Mitsubishi for number 3. Number 4, Percy Shaw, or Sir Percy Shaw, famously invented which safety feature? It is cat's eyes, or the reflective eyes on the motorway and things like that.
No one had thought of it before then.
No.
It was so random and so clever, just using car headlights to reflect it back. There you go.
That's the thing with all best inventions. It's always like, well, I could have thought of that. But it's like, but you didn't.
Yeah.
Number 5, in which town or city is Britain's National Railway Museum? It is in York. I've actually been there with my granddad.
Your mum's been there. Your mum's been there in the rain. Can I tell the story?
No.
Okay.
If the cat had been facing the other way, he'd invented the pencil sharpener. Yeah.
Yeah.
Meow. All right, moving on. Number 6.
That was terrible.
I don't know if you're going to cough, because I'll mute you next time. Number 6. What was the name of Quint's fishing boat in the movie Jaws? Was it Ghost, Bay Queen, or Orca? If you were here a few weeks ago, apparently we already told you. It is Orca. Orca for number 6.
I don't think it mentioned Orca in the question.
Yeah, madam. Number 7. In 1961, Dave Warren, invented what invention that is integral to all commercial flights? It is the black box.
And to add insult to injury, the name given to the black box, colloquially, is not actually Dave as well. So it's even worse. They give it another name, which we won't mention because we might bring that up in another quiz.
Right. Number 8. On which UK motorway would you find Spaghetti Junction? We'll accept either or. It's the M6 or the A38M. Very specific.
The A30M technically is a motorway and it does join onto it. So we have to put that in case there are any pedants out there. But essentially it's the M6.
Oh, Bertie was beaten to a joke. Oh. Number 9. A howdah is used in transporting people by what animal? It is in fact an elephant.
Which is why it got its name. Because in the times of the Raj, the Brits went there and went, how the hell am I going to get up there?
If that's not a carry-on joke, my God. And finally, number 10. Christopher Cockerell invented what form of transport? It was a very eccentric way of transporting. It is the hovercraft. Hovercraft for number 10.
I like hovercrafts. They're fun.
They are fun. What's the one with the big fan on the back?
Hovercraft.
No, the one that they use on like in Florida. The fan ships. I can't remember what they're called. Parents in here? No, never.
See, Jack liked my jokes.
Yeah, but she's your friend. She has to say that. There you go, Bertie. As objective as ever. Searches for a tumbleweed emoji for Mark's joke. Bev says she got both motorways because her hubby is sad. Oh dear. All right.
On to round number 3, which is... just looking at the comments, Jack says, no, she tells me the truth. And by God, she does at times as well. Usually after she's plied me with lots of drinks and I start going off on a tangent.
Like now. Right. 14 out of 20 for the Three Amigos.
Right, I just know what you're going to say. I'm going to go for evens because you're going to give me evens anywhere. I've just seen question 10. You're going to give me that.
Okay, I'll go for odds then.
Well, you're going to give it me because I've seen it. There's absolutely no chance I'm going to be able to pronounce those.
No, fair enough. You can have evens. Yeah, infamy. They've all got infamy. That's the best carry-on joke. Right. I always like that one as well. When I think it was on the naval ship or the submarine, where the guy goes, "Well, you know, stranger things happen at sea." And he goes, "We are at sea." He's like, "Oh bloody hell!" I love that line. I don't know why. Anyway, move on. Number 1. Which musical is Maria von Trapp the heroine? How did you not get that?
I got it. I just thought it was just a bit bizarre.
So it went over your head.
I just went whoosh. It was just...
That's what that means.
Really?
Over your head. Oh.
Julie went under. 18 for Mary and the Scary Mags.
Yes, that Bertie. I know that he knows that I know that he knows that I know.
He was going to give me evens anyway, Bertie, so I just claimed it. Question 2. In The Wizard of Oz, which of Dorothy's companions lacks a brain? At this point, I will accept Alex as a valid answer.
Bev says she's been to number 1. I'll tell you a fact about that.
But have you ever been to you?
I'll tell you a fact about that in a minute.
Oh yeah, you told me about this earlier. It's actually a really, really good fact.
Right, this one's slightly trickier, I think.
See, I don't think it is.
But I think it's... Well, I think for the people who are watching, I don't quite know the demographic of people, but I would say it's a little bit harder, but... Number 3. Which deaf, dumb and blind kid sure played a mean pinball? So which deaf, dumb and blind kid sure played a mean pinball?
Is that easy or hard, that question? We've been debating this all day long.
I think it very much is an age one, that one. Of all the things, I think it's an age one.
Round 2, the gangster's got 20. Well done, Joe.
I think having a full house tonight is much advantage for Joe. Jack says it's easy. Bev says they know number 3 here. Michelle says it's hard. Jade says it's easy. You know, I know your music taste, Jade, so... High School Musical aside. Speaking of that, if you've got Netflix, Down to Earth is with Zac Efron's actually a really good series.
All right, that's another one for me to watch.
It's a nice optimistic series, and they travel the world finding out things about sustainable energy and things. It's very good. Birdie says we may have scored a point off you on round 3. We'll see how you go. There we go. Old person in the house getting old, says Julie.
Question number 4. Oh yes, I wonder why now. Number 4. In the musical Oliver, who was Bill Sikes' mistress?
Mary says she knows. Number 2, she played the character. Well, I mean, that low-hanging fruit on that one. We're not having that.
Oh, when we get back to the railway, I am just so going to keep using that one.
Dear me.
When you give me ammunition like that, it's going to get used.
Number 4, you don't need a surname.
Typecasting, Mary.
Joe says the kids are making noise upstairs. Really glad we're down here. Playing games downstairs where they're just messing around upstairs.
Okay.
House full of fun. Moving on, number 5. Number 5, this is the first of our picture questions. So, number 5, name the musical.
What musical is that?
Right, it says I got a funny surname. You've lost me on that one.
Don't say that. It'll give you the answer.
My word, it's hot.
It really is.
The heat just builds so quickly with all these lights on. So what's the name of that musical?
I think in the book he was actually married, so she was his mistress. The book is very, very different. Because after she dies, she comes back to haunt him, and that's why he ends up...
Spoiler?
In the book, I said
for a
the book.
110-year-old book. Moving on, number 6.
Question number 6. Oh, this is a tricky one. Which musical does the song I Am What I Am, the big gay anthem, where does that come from?
Joe says Roblox and Minecraft is their weapon of choice. I'm not familiar with Roblox. I do play a bit of Minecraft though. It's nice to just get let out creative outlets on things like that. I'm currently playing Animal Crossing on my Nintendo Switch.
I'm currently reading a book that a friend has written. Apparently he's had it for 10 years and has literally just uploaded it to Amazon.
Sue says she loves the curtain effect. It was intentional. Of all the things we do, half of them aren't intentional, but this definitely was. Alright, number 7. This is the last of our picture questions. Julie says, in the book it's not a musical. Oh, but you know what, Julia? Number 7.
I think I'll have to introduce Julia to Jono.
Number 7. Oh, I've gone off it there. Have I done that? There we go. Name the musical. Paul says depends how you read it. Oh dear. Alright, moving on, number 8.
I've got a feeling Mrs. Bolter's a big movies buff. We shall see. Number 8. Ellie Woods, a sorority girl.
No. Elle Woods, a sorority girl.
Elle Woods, a sorority girl, who enrolls at Harvard to win back her ex-boyfriend, is the plot to which film and musical stage show?
The doorbell on the picture is there because it's there. If it's a clue, then it's a clue.
It's a doorbell, not a clue. It is. It's a doorbell. Actually, I thought it was a door handle rather than a doorbell.
What does it matter?
I don't know. It's too hot. It's got that. It's getting to the brain, isn't it? Fortunately, my gig tomorrow that I've been invited to is actually outdoors.
I'm looking forward to when wrestling starts up again because they do amateur.
It's gonna be a bit sweaty, isn't it?
They do it in the open air theatre. We did it last summer and it was bloody hot, but really good. If you ever go to the Brighton Open Air Theatre, which was founded by a deceased friend of mine, it's a really nice place to go. Really good stuff there. They have Shakespeare. They have all sorts of stuff. As I said, it ranges from Shakespeare all the way to wrestling. That's the Brighton.
They have opened it because I know someone who's gone.
That is the Brighton Open Air Theatre. It's open. Moving on, at number 9.
Can we press the button because I'm going to sneeze? Thank you.
Ooh.
That was a loud sneeze, sorry.
It was. Number 9. Which musical tells the story of 2 drag queens and a transgender woman who were contracted to perform a drag show at Alice Springs?
We're sniping at each other.
This is nothing.
This is nothing. You should see us when we're in the kitchen, then it gets really... quite fun actually.
To the casual observer, it looks like we're just having a go at each other, but we're not.
Come on, here we go.
Well, for number 9, the full answer will get you the full 2 points. So if you only know half of the name of the title for number 9, then we'll give you 1 point.
Question 10. I'm just going to get corrected for each of these 3 names. Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Jean Valjean. Fantine. Fontaine. And Javert.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it right. Are characters from which musical?
Jean Valjean, Fontaine, and Javert are all characters from which musical?
Right, just rub it in.
I got it wrong myself.
But you don't have a chance with it.
Other than the fact that you were like, right, whatever, it's mine, I'll do it. I'm going to unpin the score sheet because I think everyone's on there now. Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks are my era. Again, I'm not poking fun of you, Joe, but sometimes your comments without any context are so funny. I know what you're talking about, but if anybody else was watching, it'd be so funny. Maria says that was easy. Well, as long as you've found it fun, whether it's hard or easy, that's really irrelevant to us.
Right, time to go on to the recap.
The recap.
We're just going to nip out for the first bit of it while we chill down again.
Yep, and we'll see you in a few.
Just my friend, now she stole my heart. She's the best damn girl that I've ever seen. I can tell this time she'll see what I see. In her ways, the way she smiles makes my day. Just give us up and left, yeah. Swing to the right all night. Get your leg, shake your head. Don't go more, start to bed. Give us up and left, yeah. Swing to the right all night.
Oh, back.
There you go.
Sorry about the lack of music there. The irony wasn't lost on a couple of you there.
Yeah. As you were mentioning Shakespeare, I'm going to be watching Pandora because I've caught up with the whole series now. I have to wait for Sci-Fi to stream it, which will be on tonight. It's on tonight, so I can catch up with that. As mentioned before, it's got Judi Dench's nephew in it, who actually had his first role in the Royal Shakespeare Company. He admits it was pure nepotism. His grandfather, Judy's father, was actually one of the main people involved with RSC. He was one of the main actors involved with that back in the day. And yeah, that's how he got the first role. And gave him his taste in acting. I actually enjoyed that programme. It's actually quite good. CN Glue Show 6 is a 7 again. I have no idea what that is.
Have we got the same number twice?
567.
Joe says it's a special subject, that's why she knows. I like it. Oh, can you show 6 and 7 again? I think that's what Mary means.
Well, she said CN Glue shows 6, S7 again.
You just really wanted to get it out there. There you go, Mary. 6 and 7 again, please. Even with a comma there, see? Give her a second. She doesn't.
She's on the Desperados again, that's what it is. It's a door knocker, a door handle, I reckon.
I know your doorbell. I don't know.
I don't know. Does anyone know the plot? If you know what musical it is, do you know the plot so you would know what it is?
I need to leave. I don't think
Is that showing like that? Yeah.
Sorry if you didn't see the recap there, guys. That's why Mary was so adamant she got the question out because we didn't put the recap on.
I see.
Naughty us. So I'll give you a bit longer on that one.
So if you do, yeah, so it's coming up. If you do want to join us on Wednesday for the live pub version of Quiz, actually, it's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and just drop us an email to QAbookings@yahoo.com.
Yeah.
QAbookings@yahoo.com. Just saying whether you want a table for 4 or a table for 6.
We'll get back to your prices and things like that.
Yeah. It's worked out on £3 a person rather than how we used to do it, which was so much for a person, so much for a team. We just made it simple.
Back to have people there playing the quiz who had never played one of our pub quizzes before, but only played the live ones, which is a very surreal thing.
Yes. They turned around and said to us, "Oh, you do actually exist," because they'd only ever played the virtual quizzes.
And one of them said that I was taller than you thought I was, which I don't know how small you think I am.
I thought you said shorter.
No, I said taller. And I said that's one of the few times anyone's ever said that. I'm only 5'3" as it is. I don't know how small you thought I was. I don't know whether I should be happy or insulted by it. I don't know.
You tell me off when I talk about your height.
Yes, because that's you. I'm talking about myself.
Me.
You put that on your gravestone.
Yeah, this is the sort of banter we get up to.
I can give you 30 more seconds for this one, just because you didn't have the stream on properly, the loop. Just in case you missed any of them. So another 30 seconds. Stop saying 7, Mary. It's like you've got some sort of fixation. There you go.
There you go.
Number 5 has very recently come out on film. If you don't know it, it's not in anything.
You had 5, 6 and 7 on that slide, Mary. There you go. 5, 6 and 7.
5 at the left, 6 at the bottom, 7 at the left.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
And there's 8.
There's 8.
Hang on. What are we doing on time? Oh, we need to move on. The track, it should be on screen. It is The Winters and it's Dream of Me. Well spotted, Jax.
I want to see 7.
It's been on about 3 times since you asked for it.
And she also went Transylvanian as well.
If there's anyone in their household, just get some piece of paper, roll it up into a ball and throw it at her head.
Good grief. You know what, Mary? It's like...
Alex is... Oh, you've annoyed him now. There you go. There's 7.
There's 7, Mary.
The one everyone kept talking about, the doorbell, which I think is a door handle. But it could be a door.
That's number 7, Mary. I don't know what else you're not seeing, unfortunately.
Thank you, Sarah.
Josh just called us a knob. Okay, right, let's move on.
Oh, that was mental.
Okay.
Let's go to the answers. Turn the music off.
Yep. There we go. Paul says bell.
I think I can tell that. I'm going to mention it at the end, that joke about your mum. Because she's actually sent me a message about it. So I know you're a bit behind, Sharon, but you've got until the end of the quiz. Otherwise, I'll explain about you in York.
Hashtag Knobgate. Should be really hashtag Knobdoor, really, but there we go. Right. You're going to do the answers to this, aren't you?
I'm going to do the answers to this one. Yes, please.
There's nothing left.
Shocking.
Now you know what it's like when you've got red wine and I'm just sitting here just looking at you pouring.
Okay.
This chat's devolved into something else. Let's get on with
This is not. It's definitely Knobgate.
Yeah, let's get on with the quiz at hand. Here we go. I'll tell you my fact as well in this in a sec.
Oh yeah, he's got his fact, which is very, very clever. Interesting. Maria von Trapp is the heroine of The Sound of Music.
So essentially, the producers and creators of The Sound of Music went to Salzburg and said, asked for permission to put the Nazi flag up on the buildings to show off the parade, and they said no. So the producer said, "That's okay. We'll just show the archival footage of you welcoming Hitler then." And they very quickly changed their mind. So there you go. That was my thing about it. I just thought it was quite funny.
You told it more funny to me earlier. You rushed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I also used some colourful language and I explained it to you earlier, so...
Yeah, well, why not? Question 2. Which of Dorothy's companion lacks a brain?
Thank you, Bev.
It's Mary. Sorry, it's the Scarecrow. In fact, Mary, when we get back to the railway, that's going to be your nickname, the Scarecrow now. Question number 3. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball, as sung by Elton John.
No, The Who, isn't it?
No,
As Elton John.
as sung by Elton John in the Who movie Tommy.
The Who?
Indeed. There's variations of that appearing on the screen already.
Indeed.
In Oliver, Who Was Bill Sykes' mistress, it was Nancy. Okay, here we go. Number 5.
Producers are very resourceful like that, Joe.
Did we catch you out on this? That is not Freddie Mercury. Although it looks like it is from the polls that they use for We Will Rock You. It is, in fact,
Alexander Hamilton. Yeah, as long as you got Hamilton, that's fine. That's the name of the play. The musical, sorry.
I Am What I Am comes from La Cage aux Folles. La Cage aux Folles? Fall? Sounds German, doesn't it?
Oh, for God's sake, look at them all doing it. The who, the what, the when, the where, the why.
See, we knew this. The thing is, you're at least 20 seconds behind us. We were on 2 questions now.
Number 7, second musical.
Second musical is obviously Bedknobs and Broomsticks. No, it's not. It's the Book of Mormon.
Created by the creators of South Park.
Indeed. This one that I got the name wrong again was Legally Blonde.
The Cage O Where? Cage O Who?
The Cage O For.
The Cage O What?
Number 9. 2 drag queens, a transgender woman played by Terence Stamp. Doing a drag show in Alice Springs is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Who would have believed he'd have gone from playing the really camp character in there? You had Guy Pearce, and you also had the guy who played Hugo Weaving, who played Agent Smith against Keanu Reeves in The Matrix.
And Lord of the Rings. Anyway.
Yes, he was in Lord of the Rings as well. Not a heartwarming character in Lord of the Rings, was he? He was a bit...
No, he's a detached elf.
Right, those 3 names that I couldn't pronounce.
Jean Valjean, Fantine, and Javert are all from Les Miserables.
Les Miserables.
I know.
I just wanted to say it.
I know. Les Miserables. Right, what would you like to do for number 4?
Number 4.
I'm going to give you the choice. Detached elf. I don't know why I said that.
A detached elf. I'll go for... It doesn't make any difference, does it, really? I'll go for odds.
Okay. Here we go then. Round number 4. It ends with...
The letter H. Hopefully this time we've got them all right.
Yes. 18 for Jax. She said, Blooming hell, and I don't do musicals. Wonderful.
So I said that we selectively chose those questions so you'd actually enjoy it rather than find it hard. Apart from Mary, apparently, who got 14.
The Book of Mormon poster definitely shows a doorbell. To be honest with you, I've not said it yet, but I honestly think that is a doorbell. Because it's them ringing the bell to talk to you about the word of God.
Well, I just thought it was a doorbell. I said that.
So, yeah, the quizmasters have spoken. That is final. It's a doorbell. I'm gonna, yeah, my ends in an A. Right.
Oh, he's off on one now. You've got him off on one. So I'm doing odds then, am I?
Yes.
Question 1. What is a fox's tail called?
You can ring my bell unless I tell you not to. Round 3, 20 for the gangsters. Like you said, even before the answers came up, you predicted that you were going to get 20. And I thought so.
Ring My Bell was Anita Ward. I think it was 1978.
Let's look it up.
He's checking up on me now. Let's do question 2 first, and then you can look it up.
1979.
Okay.
Oh, shame.
One out.
Right. Number 2. Who was 2017's BBC Sports Personality of the Year? This would be a lot harder if you didn't know that it ended in a H.
Don't ring my doorbell anymore. I'm on the banned list. They don't come here. I tried to convert them, and they don't like it.
I thought it was Jehovah's Witnesses.
It's the Mormons as well. They don't come anymore either.
I did like that they have on the website on Jehovah's where you can actually email to contact them if you have any queries, and they say please don't spam us with any unnecessary email. It's like, oh, so you don't like people coming on and just talking to you out of the blue either. Right. Anyway.
Question number 3.
Well, that's a good one. Joe Woodruff said that's the first single that she bought. I need to Ward's Ring My Bell. Very nice.
All right. The 12-inch version is really good. Question 3. What are you on tonight? Seriously? You're just on smut mode all the way through the quiz. Really? Question 3. What did Earl John Montagu allegedly invent so they could eat with one hand while playing cards with the other? And Julia says bubbly. Maybe it is bubbly, Julia.
I haven't had Prosecco in months. Probably why.
I haven't had any for the last 10 minutes, unfortunately.
Smutgate. First single I bought, Pop Music by M.
Well, there you go.
My first single I bought was Millennium by Will Smith in 1999.
Mine's worse, so we shall leave that and move on. Question number 4.
Number 4.
Oh, we're back on the Mormons again.
In which state of the USA is Salt Lake City, where Mormons settled in 1847?
I got an interesting fact about that as well.
What was your first single you bought? Go on.
First single I bought, I was quite young, and it was January by Pilot.
Mine was Good Trouble by The Simpsons. I know that when I was born, the UK number 1 was Do the Bartman by The Simpsons.
Moving on. Question 5. This is not a trick question. What B is a tree branch? You cannot give me the answer of branch. It's a different word.
The Frog Chorus was Paul Marriott's first one. My first wax cylinder was I Dream of Jeannie. Darts Come Back My Love was my first single, says Joe. No, Julia, record players weren't a thing back then. All you had to do was just shout into the wind. And whoever heard it, that was the newest track. Nick My Brother's Tubular Bells album.
That's even worse.
Is that Mike Post?
No, Mike Oldfield.
Mike Oldfield, that's it.
Who at one point did the theme tune to be Blue Peter.
And I think gave a sample to the X-Files.
Yeah.
Long-Haired Lover from Liverpool by Jimmy
There's
Osmond.
some really sad songs coming out now. I'm starting to worry. Question 6, move on.
Number six. Which actor with initials BC provided the voice of the Grinch in 2018's film of the same name? At least I think it was Millennium. I know the first album I bought was Nevermind by Nirvana.
First one I bought was an ABBA album.
Okay. ABBA are pretty good, so. And Halloween, yes, that was it. Who did the theme tune to The Exorcist? Because I'm sure that's a name that's very similar.
Well, that's a cracking track, that, actually. Uptown Top Ranking by Donna and Althea.
It was Tubular Bells, yeah.
Yeah. Let's get back to the quiz.
No.
Let's put people on so I can see what they're saying.
Mine was Uptown Top Ranking.
Great, it's a good song. That. Weirdly, through me being involved with the Music Venues Trust, I've been chatting to.
Sorry, I've moved you on now.
All right, let's go on. I'll come back to that. What K is a two-masted sailing craft whose main mast is taller than the mizzen mast?
Well, that'll be one for the indoor boaters, won't it? Double barrel, Kathy Clark. Hello, Kathy. We haven't seen you in the chat.
Yeah, you've been quiet all night. This is why we say, if you're watching, just give us a little message, just so we can actually include you in all the conversation. We know that certain people just yabber on, speaking of which, but we'd like to include everybody, so please do actually...
My first knowledgeable singer was One to Another. Isn't that the Charlatans?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Matt's put Weekend by Rats. Matt, go onto the Rats Facebook page and you'll see the porn star Smartinis going mental to that single at the end of the quiz on Wednesday.
I like the Charlatans, Bertie. When I was getting my face operation, my mind went blank when the guy was trying to keep me talking. He said, "What's your favourite 90s band?" And I couldn't think of anything. I went, Charlatans. It's like, I don't particularly like the Charlatans.
Right, there are more than one answer to this question, so it's just don't jump in with one that you think, oh, there's only one. There are more than one.
Number 8. What wood beginning with B is plywood mostly made from? We're just trying to talk more than you guys. Yeah, we are. We are talking a bit too much. Venga Boys, Uncle John from Jamaica, Britney Spears, Lucky. I also said when I was going for an operation, I also said I like the band Gomez. I don't particularly like Gomez either. I don't know why I said
Bertie's talking about Charlatans and saying Tim Burgess is a star. For grassroots music, Tim Burgess has been an absolute star. He's doing so much to promote on various channels and listen to albums and things like that. He's been absolutely brilliant. Question 9. If a dish is a la Florentine, what ingredient is it assumed to have?
Let's have a quick look. Sue says she thinks she's still got the album somewhere, or the single, sorry, what she said. Yeah, the single.
I got most of mine.
Gomez are also headed by a grassroots champion lives in Brighton too, yes. In fact, I'll say that, there are a few really good Gomez songs.
I'll tell you who has been absolutely stunning, and do comment on her Facebook and her Twitter accounts. Katie Tunstall has been an absolute gem for grassroots venues. She went online, she went on BBC and got absolutely slated, and she responded to it with her usual humour retorts and, quite frankly, bad language to good effect, and she's an absolute hero. She really is such a hero.
And finally, number 10. Who painted Self-Portrait with Bandaged Ear?
So that's your 10. On to...
Oh, the specials are great, Joe.
Yeah.
I love, my favourite song of theirs is What I Like Most About You.
Yeah. Who I was on about was Rhoda Daka, who was partly involved with the specials, but was heavily involved with the Body Snatchers, who did Do Rock Steady, which was my entry point into that genre of music, and the two-tone thing and everything. Absolutely brilliant. It's just so nice.
My mum bought me Mary Had a Little Lamb by Wings.
That says it all. I shouldn't have said that. Is that Rock and Roll or Encroach? Is that Encroach?
It's not the screen, it's actually we're
I'm
talking,
getting a technical lesson.
yeah,
now.
we're talking rubbish here, guys, sorry. What else do you think? Quite funny, you know, we always say that your comments come in about 30 seconds after we actually say them. We're actually talking to my mum who's watching this with about a 15-minute delay. So she's come up and sending us comments about what we're saying about it. It's quite funny. Right, we're going to pop out for just a second because it is getting so hot in here that I'm actually struggling a little bit. So we'll see you in just a couple of seconds, guys. Hello, we're back.
We're back in the room.
Really, after all of our ramblings, we're actually on time for
Can we put
time.
a bit of while we're just finishing up? Can we put a bit of New York Paranoia on the Red Liaison?
Number 7's book can be Pirate Ship doesn't begin with care and revenge.
It'd be interesting to know if the boat has got number 7.
I really hope so.
Otherwise, on Wednesday, Mrs. Boat is going to get some grief.
That being said, I had a team at the Good Companions a few months ago. They had a team named was Fraser and Niles, and they got a Fraser question wrong. And also, I had a team a couple of years ago. They said your questions are okay, but you should have more Dutch questions. And funny enough, I actually had a question about MC Escher, and I got it wrong. So, right, I think that's enough for the recap. Actually, because we're at 21 minutes past. We've got 9 minutes to get our quiz finished and chat to you, get those scores up. All that lovely stuff.
Okay. If you can help us out, it's there on the screen. You can do it the old way, and then put our email address as markandalexquiz@yahoo.com. But the easiest way, and it's got less clicks involved, is just to go to paypal.me quiz actually.
Okay, right, there we go. And these are my answers then.
Yes.
Indeed.
Have I got any comments to make? No, I don't really.
Tom Lumley Bravely is. Tom Lumley's got such an iconic voice. As soon as you hear it, if you know about them, as soon as you hear it.
And I promise you, they are the most active band to play. You normally see bands do a set and they get more and more involved as time goes on. From the first note, they're just full on energy and just a delight to watch. They really are.
Maurice Cornelis Escher. Very well done, Charlie, if you knew that on top of your head.
No, he's been on to Google again.
Mary said, can you see number 9? I'll very quickly tell you. Number 9, if a dish is alla Fiorentine, which ingredient is it assumed to have? So again, if a dish is alla Fiorentine, which ingredient is it assumed to have?
And you've got to actually give the answer away to get that.
Yeah, you wouldn't normally have that on a regular quiz. Okay, here we go then.
Mary's been very demanding tonight. Have you noticed this? I think she's been on the drink.
No, sometimes mise en masse is actually larger than the foremast. I've got the thingy on there. We've got the answers coming up too much. So a fox's tail is a brush.
As in Basil.
Bum bum. Eggs don't end in H. Neither does what I'm thinking about you, Bertie. Number 2. What was 2017's BBC Sports Personality of the Year? That was Mr. Mo Farah.
Had to be, really, didn't it?
Indeed. These comments are fantastic tonight. Number 3.
They are really good tonight.
Earl John Montagu allegedly invented so that he could eat with one hand while playing cards with the other. It's a completely apocryphal tale. There was this thing's years before him. It was a sandwich, but he's known as the Earl of Sandwich.
Yeah?
Yes, first Earl of Sandwich.
That's why we put the term allegedly in.
Yeah, but it is apocryphal. Sandwiches were around centuries before him. If you spell it egg with an H.
But if you spell it in the French, ends in an F.
Doesn't end with an H though, does it? Which is what the entire round's about.
No, I'm just... Alright, it's not my joke.
Number 4. The state of the USA was Salt Lake City. The Mormons settled in 1847. It was Utah. It's Utah for number 4. One of the dry states.
Oh, I was going to tell my tale about Utah.
Here we go.
Utah basically had to change its constitution despite when they joined, which was quite late on, which was to say that their rules on polygamy, they actually had to renounce it at that particular point in time when they joined the union, because they weren't allowed officially to have polygamy, even though it still goes on. They weren't allowed officially to have polygamy, which was written into their original constitution when they joined the United States.
Let us know in the chat what was more interesting, the Mormon thing or the Salzburg thing. Vote now. Right.
Utah Saints, that was Kate Bush.
Moving on, number 5. What bee is a tree branch? It's not a trick question, it is a bough. Bough for number 5.
When the bough breaks.
Number
Number
6.
Will fall.
The actor with the initials BC that provides the voice of the great 2018's film of the same name. It is Benadryl Cabbage Patch.
That made me laugh. Someone's made a comment and it made me laugh.
It's Benedict Cumberbatch for number 6. Number 7. What K is a 2-masted sailing craft whose main mast is taller than the mizzen mast? It is a ketch. Ketch for number 7. Well, if you got that one, that was the hardest of the lot, I think.
Inland Boaters, did you catch that catch?
How long were you thinking about that then?
It literally just came to me.
Okay. Number 8. What wood is plywood mostly made from? Did you get the correct one? It is birch.
You got birch and you got beech.
What's the catch as number 7? Good grief.
I don't know, Bertie, but it's up.
Number 9. If a dish is aglio Fiorentine, which ingredient is it assumed to have? It should contain spinach. Spinach for number 9. And finally, number 10. Who painted self-portrait with bandaged ear?
We had to include this one in. We both said, no matter what, we had to include this in as an answer.
It is Vincent van Gogh. Or Vincent van Gogh.
For those of you who weren't here last week, we had it ending in G and it was that. We made a complete boo-hoo. It was the quiz where absolutely everything went wrong, and it went massively wrong.
You can watch that live. You can watch the recap of that.
Yeah,
as well.
if you want a bit of a laugh, watch back next Fridays. Preferably if you've had a few drinks, and you might find it funnier.
Steve Logue says Vincent van Gogh doesn't end in an H. Yeah.
Steve, you got it wrong because it was actually officially Vincent Van G.
Yeah, that was his DJ name. We might even use it for begins with V as well. No, actually, we're going to use it for begins with W. All right. That is the end of the quiz. We're going to have 2 minutes until we get our scores in order. So get your scores on there as well if you can. And we'll have a quick look on there in just a second.
Vincent Van Spinach.
Vincent Van Spinach.
Yes. So thank you all for joining us. If you can help us out with that £2 per person that you would normally pay for the quiz, please do so.
It really would help a lot if you did. £2 might seem like a small amount, but it really does help us as well if you do.
I just had my... yours is alright because your car is 0 rated, but I just had my DVLA letter through the post wanting me to pay my car tax.
Yeah, and you've not been working for
it's quite
3
fun.
months.
And I've suddenly realised that I actually did defer my actual tax as well from July. So I've got that to pay in January as well.
Yeah. So as you said, if you could have done it, at least £2, that'd be really, really nice.
Gantz has scored 18 for round 3.
Preferred version of Benedict Cumberbatch.
I call him Cabbage Patch. Oh, we've got a query there on plywood. I just saw it a second. I was looking.
Hardwood plywood is made from trees of the deco. They are oak, beech and mahogany.
And the only one beginning with H is Beech.
Ends in H. Decorative plywood is made using ash.
You're going to allow it?
Yes, because otherwise, if we ever ask this question again, we'll be caught out again. So yes, I will allow ash for the plywood question. Thank you, Yvonne, for your knowledge. That is very helpful. Yeah, it's always nice to make sure that all of our answers are fully correct. So if you did put ash instead of beech, then that's fine. We will accept that. Thank you very much.
We will add a little addendum to the question in the database saying this does not include decorative plywood.
Yeah.
Geek Buddies, we've not got your scores in if you want to give us a shout and we'll put that in for you. It's either beech or ash we'll accept.
Not birch, not beech.
Sorry, birch or ash.
Actually, that being said, we just said beech, didn't we?
I don't think it's all of them.
Ash, birch.
Scroll up.
It's not beech then, is it? Yeah, okay, beech, birch and ash. We've made it completely wrong there.
In the various versions that you can have of... I mean, typically it is the one we said.
Which was birch.
But you can have it in all variations, it appears.
So yeah, ash, beech or birch we'll accept because we're not craftsmen by nature, so we got that wrong unfortunately.
So you can have any of the three.
Yeah.
I blame him from Grand Designs.
Mm.
It's his fault.
Kevin McLeod.
Yeah.
Bertie said, how did Bangladesh TV come onto your globe so quickly? I've got no idea. If you saw it on the feed, it was literally about 10 seconds after it came up, they claimed it, which I have no idea how they did. I get that if you've got like an algorithm that listens to music and matches it, but visuals, very strange. I have no idea how that works.
I know that Madonna's really strong on her stuff, and if you put a bit of a video of Madonna up on YouTube, it detects it really, really quickly. I've heard that she's really, really strong on it.
20 in that round, 66, not bad for us. Cheers for Kerno. Thank you very much, Roy. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye, Mary. She's off now, so she'll see you on Monday.
Bye-bye, Scarecrow.
Indeed. Your face, Mark. So we got 16 out of 20 and 64 overall then. Yeah, we were wrong there. So, birch, beech or ash. We will accept either one. Next time we have that question in any of our quizzes in the next 5 years, we'll make it more specific, so we can't get caught out like we did this time. But again, thank you so much for letting us know. It always helps to be told how wrong we are, just so we can keep ourselves on our toes.
Shall we put those scores in order?
Let's do it. All right. There we are. There we go. Our winners tonight is Bev's Brainiacs with 80 out of 80, and the One Unicorn plus 2 are tying with Wilmerless again, Friday Night Wonders with 78.
And for third place, and that is third place, second and third. But in fourth place, we've got Jed Knights and number 32.
Also, the Indoor Boaters at 76 as well.
That's all they did.
Which is funny given Madonna's records, yes.
I quite like Madonna.
Madonna's records.
I like Madonna. It's actually my favourite Bond theme is Die Another Day.
No.
I think it's really... Alright, no, I suppose it's second after Living Like Die.
No.
So what else is
The
there?
best Bond theme
Yeah.
is Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon.
No, I disagree.
Fantastic.
No, I disagree.
No. Nobody Does It Better by Carly Simon is the quintessential Bond song.
I think she actually created a brand with Madonna. She created an absolutely fantastic track that was very, very Bond orientated, but still had her own stamp on it. And it wasn't. Who was the guy? Barry, who you did the Bond themes. He sort of overtook most of the bands.
John Barry.
John Barry. He overtook most of the bands with the arrangements and things. Whereas hers was very, very Madonna orientated. It played to the plot of the film.
John Barry died in the 90s, didn't he?
Yeah, no, but a lot of his stuff was really orientated.
There we go, gangsters, I put you in there. 76, it's your joint fourth with Jedi Knights number 32, the Indian Voters, and the... Yeah, that's it, gangsters. Thank you very much, Joe. Looking forward to Monday as well, thank you so much. Yes, Bertie says, can we ask, is Bev's Brainiacs actually an online quiz answering machine?
Bev, over to you.
3 amigos, 16, 14, 18, 16. That's a score of 64. I'll make the slotted in there as well.
I'm going to sneeze again, sorry.
That was crap. That was such a small sneeze. Right, there we go. I'll put your scores in for you there, Jax. You are welcome.
Yes, we're planning things for Monday already,
Yes.
which is going to be a good one. Can I tell, because they've actually been loyal to us, can I tell them what my round is going to be on Monday?
Not quite yet.
No. Okay, apparently I'm not. So can I tell? Yes or no?
Yes.
It will not be about the geography of the place, but it will be about Germany. Or German things, or things Germanesque.
Germanesque. That's a new one. Bev says, we do a lot of quizzes and spent most of lockdown doing quizzes every evening. Yeah, we are sad. You are welcome at all the tones of the money pot round.
Well, basically, when we're walking together, he's always under.
Every check your weight on the machine, he always says, over.
That's true. At the moment, we won't talk about that too.
Oh, very good. How many questions will the German round have? 9. Very good. I like it.
Yeah, so there's some very rude German jokes about. I'm sure they're going to appear in the screen. And then Hannah's is just going to go trying to work them out, which will be quite fun.
Right. So there are your scores then.
We're going to give it 2 minutes and then we're going to go.
Indeed. So
Set your timer.
That one there. What's that one? No, it's that one. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. As we said before, if you donate, even if it's just £2, it really does mean the world to us if you can. As we said before, we are you know, as much as we want to keep everyone together, we are providing a service, and it does take a long time. This quiz, it takes 2 hours to host, but it takes about 4, 5, 6 hours to make on a good day.
That's each of us.
Yeah,
as
on
well.
a good day.
We on average we're spending 6 hours per quiz each, putting it all together.
Although you wouldn't think so tonight with all the stuff that went wrong, but we do.
Well, thank you. You have said that you dropped a donation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good night to you, Jacqueline.
Yes, good night, Jax. Enjoy tomorrow. I will be live on my Facebook, obviously filming a bit of the gig that I go to.
Yeah, you like a bit of live streaming, don't you?
Yeah.
Joe Woodruff, thank you very much. We'll see you
Cheers,
either
Joe.
next Friday or Monday. Thank you. One more minute and we are out of here.
Indeed.
I'm very, very warm. I need to put the aircon back on.
It is really warm in here. It's not just the fact that it's hot generally. We've just got all the equipment on, and this green screen that is right directly behind us. If I do that, you'll see it wobble. Maybe. Oh no, you
No,
don't.
only if I can turn it off.
No, you don't want to turn it off, do you?
Yeah, one sec. It's not that one. Oh, it's this one. Here we go. A rare in-depth look. There we go.
There's the green screen.
There's a
behind.
green screen, and that's how close it is. Literally there.
And you can see me head it.
It's so close. It reflects all of the heat. It's ridiculous. But I'll put that back on because I don't want us to look unprofessional. There we go. Oh wait, I didn't put it on.
Did you not?
No, I didn't put it on. There we go. Thank you very much, Bertie. And we'll see you on Monday, perhaps. Your quiz answering pad is finished. Oh no. Alright guys, thank you so much for playing. We will see you on
Monday or on Wednesday if you want to come and see us live.
in person. Donation is paypal.me/quiz actually. If you are in the Brighton and Hove area and would like to visit us in person, give us an email. It's qabookings@yahoo.com. That's QA, the quiz actually, bookings@yahoo.com, and we'll let you know about prices and availability on there. Thank you so much for playing, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.